The roar shook the entire canyon, echoing off stone walls with a sound like thunder splitting the earth. Marcus Chun froze, his hand instinctively moving to shield the small creatures nestled against his chest. 3 Zorthian red dragons emerged from the morning mist, magnificent and terrible, their scales rippling crimson and gold in the dawn light. Each was the size of a transport vehicle, their wings folded against their muscular bodies, their eyes burning with predatory intelligence. This was the legendary pack that had terrorized the Northern Territories for years. They had killed miners, destroyed settlements, and been hunted relentlessly by military forces. Marcus was dead. He'd found the dragon hatchlings 3 days ago while exploring the ravine near the research station. 4 tiny creatures no larger than cats, abandoned and mewling pitifully. Their mother was nowhere to be found. They were starving, delirious with fever, clearly abandoned or orphaned. Against every rational instinct, Marcus had brought them back to his shelter. He'd spent 72 hours nursing them back to health. He'd synthesized a nutrient formula, kept them warm through the freezing nights, and held them close while they cried. Gradually, they'd begun to recover. The fever had broken. They'd started playing. And just hours ago, they'd curled up on his chest, their small bodies radiating warmth, their tiny claws kneading gently against his shirt. Now their parents had found them. The lead dragon, clearly the alpha, lowered its massive head, smoke curling from its nostrils. Its eyes locked on Marcus with primal fury. The other 2 flanked it, cutting off any escape route. There was nowhere to run. There was nowhere to hide. Marcus did the only thing he could think of. He didn't move. He kept his hands steady and protective over the sleeping hatchlings. He kept his breathing slow and deliberate. He met the alpha's gaze without flinching and spoke in the calmest voice he could muster. "I've been caring for your children," he said. "They were alone. They were dying. I saved them." For a moment, nothing happened. The dragons simply stared. The tension stretched like a taut wire about to snap. Then one of the hatchlings stirred. It lifted its tiny head, opened its jeweled eyes, and released a soft chirp of recognition. The alpha's entire body went rigid. The hatchling scrambled up Marcus's chest and stretched toward the massive dragon. Its siblings woke, making the same sound. A sound of joy and reunion that transcended all species barriers. The alpha dragon's expression transformed. Its rage melted into something Marcus had never seen on a predator's face. Recognition. Love. The desperate relief of a parent finding their lost children alive. The dragon lowered itself to the ground and opened its massive wings in a gesture that somehow conveyed both vulnerability and trust. The hatchlings leaped from Marcus's chest and bounded toward their parent, chirping and squeaking with delight. The alpha curled its wings around them, drawing them close, while the other dragons moved in, their fierce expressions softening as they examined the babies. Marcus remained perfectly still, his heart thundering in his chest. After what felt like an eternity, the alpha dragon turned its head back toward Marcus. Its enormous eye, intelligent, ancient, and now unmistakably grateful, fixed on him. The dragon's tail swept around gently, and for a moment Marcus thought this was the end. But instead, the dragon pressed its massive snout toward him in what could only be described as a gesture of acknowledgement, of thanks. Through the hatchlings, it seemed a bridge had been built. Across species, across fear, across the divide between predator and prey. The alpha dragon released a low, rumbling sound. Not a roar, but something almost like a song. The other 2 dragons echoed it, and slowly they began to move. The parent dragons protectively surrounded their hatchlings, creating a living shield around them. As they departed toward the mountains, the smallest hatchling looked back, releasing one final chirp. A goodbye. A thank you. Marcus watched them disappear into the mist, his legs finally giving way. He sat down hard, trembling with the weight of what had just happened. He'd gone into the ravine, looking for specimens to study. Instead, he found something far more profound, proof that compassion could bridge any divide. That saving a life, regardless of what form it took, could transform even the most dangerous predator into something capable of gratitude. The red dragons were gone, but they were no longer monsters in Marcus's mind. They were simply a family reunited, and Marcus had been the one to make it possible.